What does the letter M on your hand mean? Zen story, Buddhist teachings. In the quiet of our hearts lies the truth of the universe. Have you ever noticed a letter M on your hand and wondered if it holds a hidden meaning? What if that shape wasn't just a random mark, but a message from life itself? The lines on your hand form a map, tracing your journey, each with its own story to tell. But among all these lines, the M stands out, cloaked in mystery and deep symbolism. Today we will dive into the Zen wisdom behind this ancient mark. What secrets does it hold? What does it reveal about who you truly are? The M on your palm could be a quiet whisper from the cosmos, pointing you toward your inner strength and guiding you to embrace your true path. In this video, from the Journey of Wisdom, we will explore 6 profound insights into the meaning of the M. Together, we'll unravel its mysteries and discover the potential it unlocks within you. Are you ready to take the first step toward understanding this symbol of your life's journey? Number 1. Connection to past lives and reincarnation. Have you ever experienced an inexplicable sense of familiarity with a place, a person, or even a moment, as if you've been there before? This could be a glimpse of something deeper, perhaps a connection to your past lives. In Buddhist teachings, the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is seen as a journey of the soul, one that spans across lifetimes, where each life offers lessons that shape who we are. Renowned hypnotherapist Dolores Cannon dedicated much of her life to exploring these realms, suggesting that our souls are immortal travelers, moving through different incarnations and gathering wisdom with each new life. This belief isn't just about looking back, but understanding that your soul carries the essence of countless experiences, weaving them into the person you are today. Now, consider the M-shaped mark on your palm. In the world of palmistry, this symbol holds great significance, often seen as an indication of a soul that has lived through many lifetimes and is now embarking on another cycle of rebirth. Imagine it like a spiritual passport, stamped with the knowledge and growth from each of your previous lives. Each life is like a thread in a massive, intricate tapestry. Some threads are bright with joy, others dark with hardship, but all are essential to the beauty of the whole. The M on your hand is not just a line, it's a reflection of this rich, interconnected pattern, symbolizing a soul that has journeyed through many lifetimes and gained wisdom along the way. The Buddha once said, "What we think, we become," reminding us that our present life is deeply connected to the thoughts and actions of both this life and those that came before. The M on your hand can be seen as a reminder that your life is more than just a series of random events. It's a continuation of something much larger. Each existence adds layers to your soul, and while not every life was grand or perfect, each was vital in shaping who you are now. Some of your past lives might have been humble, while others might have involved leadership, love, or loss. But the essence of those experiences, joys, struggles, and lessons, are etched into your soul, just like the M is etched into your palm. You might wonder why you don't consciously remember these past lives. According to Cannon, and even in Buddhist philosophy, this forgetfulness is intentional. It allows us to fully engage in the present, free from the emotional baggage of our past experiences. Yet, every so often, something, perhaps a familiar place, a face, or a fleeting sensation, triggers a memory from those past lives, manifesting as déjà vu. These moments offer us a glimpse into the soul's vast journey, a reminder that there is more to us than what we see on the surface. So, when you look at your palm and notice the M, know that it is not just a line, it is a symbol of the wisdom you have gained through countless lifetimes. It's a testament to the fact that you are not starting from scratch in this life. You are a soul that has lived, learned, and carried invaluable lessons from past experiences. The M can be viewed as a mark of an ancient soul, one that has traveled far and wide across the cycles of life and death. It reminds us that our journey is ongoing, that the lessons of each life carry forward, shaping not only who we are, but who we are becoming. In today's fast-paced world, it can be easy to forget that life is not just about the immediate challenges we face. The M on your hand is a symbol of patience and perseverance, urging you to see life's difficulties not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth. As the Zen saying goes, the obstacle is the path. When we understand that each moment, no matter how challenging, is part of a larger spiritual journey, we can approach life with greater mindfulness and peace. Remember, your soul has been here before, and it will continue on, always learning, always growing. Embrace the wisdom of your past lives as a source of strength for the journey ahead. Number 2. Natural leadership and success. The letter M on your palm can symbolize much more than just an interesting mark. It may represent untapped leadership potential and the path to success lying within you. For centuries, palmistry has been used across cultures as a way to explore our internal traits and characteristics. And the M, often found at the center of the palm, is believed to embody qualities vital for those who rise to positions of influence. While having this mark doesn't automatically guarantee greatness, it points to the inherent capabilities you possess, abilities that, with nurturing, can help you become a leader. This mark has been observed on the hands of countless individuals who have shaped industries, countries, and innovations, CEOs, military leaders, creators, and trendsetters. However, it's important to understand that the M is not a promise of success, but rather a symbol of potential. Those with this mark are often seen as having a unique blend of vision and strategy, qualities that enable them to plan not just for the present, but for the future as well. Leadership is not about holding authority, it's about foreseeing challenges, adapting to changes, and creating an inspiring path for others to follow. Those with an M on their palms are often deep thinkers, planners, and innovators who shape the present while visualizing the future. A crucial aspect of leadership is foresight, and the M is believed to reflect this quality. It suggests that you may possess the wisdom to make sound decisions, not just based on intelligence, but also on the ability to foresee the consequences of your actions. As Lao Tzu wisely said, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" This means that true leadership involves guiding others towards success, not for personal recognition, but to empower them to grow and thrive. However, the significance of the M doesn't stop at strategic thinking. It also represents compassion, one of the most essential yet often overlooked qualities of true leadership. Real leaders are not just decision-makers, they are nurturers of the people around them, individuals who elevate others through empathy and support. The M symbolizes this delicate balance, the strength to make tough decisions, and the heart to inspire and uplift those around you. People who carry this mark tend to lead with wisdom, not through dominance, and they foster loyalty, trust, and respect among their peers. As the Dalai Lama once said, "A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus." This means that leadership is about uniting people under a shared vision, rather than merely dictating a path. Those with the M embody this spirit, making them not just leaders, but role models who inspire others. Their strength lies not in commanding authority, but in gaining the trust and admiration of those who follow them. Another profound trait, often linked to the M, is resilience, the ability to persevere through challenges. People with this mark are known for their tenacity, often persisting through failures and setbacks. They understand that success doesn't come from avoiding failure, but from learning and growing from it. The Buddha wisely taught in the Dhammapada, endurance is one of the most difficult disciplines, but it is to the one who endures that the final victory comes. Those who possess the M understand this principle deeply. They are not easily discouraged by obstacles and setbacks, but instead find strength in persistence, pushing forward toward their goals with unwavering determination. But it's essential to remember that the M is not a guarantee of success. Rather, it is a reminder of your potential, a call to action. Much like a seed has the potential to grow into a mighty tree, the M represents the leadership qualities within you, waiting to be nurtured and developed. These qualities, like a seed, must be cultivated through hard work, discipline, and persistence. Just because you have the potential doesn't mean the path will be easy. As Confucius wisely remarked, "The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones." It's a reminder that success is achieved through small, consistent efforts, not grand gestures. So, if you have this M on your hand, see it as a symbol of the qualities you can harness: vision, leadership, resilience. But remember, it is your actions that will determine your destiny, not merely the lines on your palm. Let the M inspire you to embrace the qualities it represents, but know that it is your hard work, dedication, and the decisions you make every day that will ultimately define your success. Use the M as a guide, a reminder that within you lies the potential to lead with wisdom and compassion, and to persevere through the challenges life throws your way. Number 3. Karma and life's challenges. Life's challenges often feel overwhelming, like waves crashing against the shore. But what if the mysterious M on your palm is a key to understanding your unique karmic journey? In many spiritual traditions, this symbol has sparked curiosity for centuries. Some believe it signifies something much deeper, a glimpse into the karmic path your soul has chosen in this life. The journey of karma, after all, is one of action and consequence, of growth and transformation. But what does this mark truly mean for you, and how can it guide you on your life's journey? Think of your life as a story. Each decision you make, each action you take, fills the pages of your personal book. The M could be seen as a bookmark, marking the pivotal chapters where you face significant challenges and learn profound lessons. These are not random occurrences. Rather, they are essential steps on your path towards self-realization. The great Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "No mud, no lotus," reminding us that it is through life's most difficult challenges that the beauty of our potential blooms. So, the M doesn't mean a life full of hardship, but a life rich in opportunities for spiritual growth and personal transformation. When you face obstacles, it's easy to feel like the universe is against you. But the M on your hand may be a reminder that these challenges are precisely what your soul has chosen to grow through. Every trial is a test of resilience, a moment where you can learn something new about yourself and the world around you. Have you ever thought of a tough moment in your life and later realized how much stronger it made you? This is the essence of karma, each experience shaping who you are, each challenge offering a valuable lesson. Could it be that the M is simply showing you that you are capable of facing life's difficulties head-on, turning adversity into triumph? Those who bear the M on their palms are often individuals with the innate ability to transform difficulties into strengths. It's not a mark of struggle, but a testament to your ability to overcome, to rise above, and to grow. It indicates a soul that is brave enough to seek wisdom through experience, willing to walk through challenges to uncover deeper truths. It's a symbol of strength and resilience, a reminder that you are not defined by your obstacles, but by how you respond to them. The M is not a sign that your life will be filled with endless battles. Instead, it is a reminder that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Can you look at each difficulty not as a roadblock, but as a stepping stone toward becoming the person you are meant to be? Imagine if every time you faced a hardship, you saw it as a chance to learn, to expand your understanding, and to deepen your compassion for yourself and others. This is the wisdom that the M offers. It invites you to view life's challenges as gifts, disguised as difficulties, pushing you to evolve. And when you look at your palm, with that mysterious M, consider it a symbol of potential. It reflects the incredible strength you possess, the resilience that has carried you through life's storms. This mark is a call to embrace the unknown with courage and to step outside your comfort zone. It's a symbol of a soul on a journey of self-discovery, and while this path may be marked by trials and tribulations, it's also one filled with victories, achievements, and moments of profound growth. So, if you have the M, take heart. Don't see adversity as something to fear, but as an invitation to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. In every mistake, there is a hidden lesson. The Buddha once said, "The trouble is, you think you have time." This reminds us that life is short, and every moment, even the challenging ones, is precious. Will you let these moments shape you into the best version of yourself? Each challenge you face is another step on the path to your highest potential. Let the M be your guide on this journey of continuous growth, learning, and self-improvement. Do you believe the challenges in your life are guiding you toward growth and transformation? If you feel like the mysterious M on your palm holds a deeper meaning for your karmic journey, comment yes below. Or if you're ready to explore how life's challenges shape you, comment number 1. Number 4. Heightened intuition and supernatural awareness. Have you ever experienced a moment when a gut feeling or a flash of intuition turned out to be true, as if you knew something deep down before it happened? If you've ever wondered where that sense comes from, it might have something to do with a special marking on your hand, the letter M. Yes, the lines on your palm could hold a deeper meaning than you ever imagined, and the M symbol is often linked to heightened intuition and supernatural awareness. Let's take a closer look at what this means for you and how this mystical mark can influence your life in ways that may surprise you. In Buddhist teachings, the power of mindfulness and awareness is essential to living an enlightened life, and the M on your hand might represent just that, an advanced sensitivity to the energies of the universe. Imagine the lines on your palm as a roadmap to your life, with each line revealing something unique about your personality, your future, or even your connection to the world around you. The M symbol, though, is something special. It is often linked to people who possess a heightened sense of intuition, a deeper understanding of the unseen, and a natural ability to pick up on subtle vibrations in their surroundings. This isn't just superstition, it's about tuning into a deeper awareness that we all have, but some, like those with the M, may experience more intensely. Intuition, as we all know, is that quiet voice inside, the one that whispers when something doesn't feel right, or when we sense something coming, even without any logical reason. It's the feeling that guides us when reason and facts can't explain what we know deep down. Buddha once said, "The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart," reminding us that true understanding comes from within, from our own deep awareness, rather than external sources. The M on your hand could signify that your heart is especially tuned in, that your intuition is a guiding force in your life, even when you don't realize it. For those with this mark, this natural intuition may be amplified. They may feel more sensitive to the emotions of others, or be more attuned to the invisible forces that shape our world. Perhaps they notice the energy in a room, pick up on the mood of a person before they've spoken a word, or even experience prophetic dreams that seem to offer glimpses of the future. It's not that they can read minds or predict events with certainty, but they may be more attuned to the subtle shifts around them, able to sense things that others might overlook. But what does this mean for you if you have this mark? It means you may have a special awareness that allows you to connect with the universe in a deeper way. People with the M on their palms are often seen as more spiritually connected, able to perceive the world through a lens of heightened awareness. This could help them navigate life with greater clarity, as they are more likely to trust their instincts and make decisions based on a deep inner knowing. However, with great power comes great responsibility. This gift of heightened awareness can sometimes feel overwhelming. Imagine being constantly attuned to the subtle energies around you, feeling everything, sensing things that others might miss. It can be a lot to handle, especially if you're not used to it. But like any skill, intuition can be nurtured. With patience and mindfulness, this gift can become a powerful tool, guiding you toward a more fulfilling, insightful, and connected life. Your intuition is your inner guide, and learning to listen to it can help you find peace, even when the world feels chaotic. So, the next time you feel that gut feeling stirring inside, don't brush it off. Instead, ask yourself, what is this trying to tell me? Could this be my intuition, my supernatural awareness, guiding me towards something important? The M on your hand may just be the universe's way of reminding you to trust your inner voice, to stay attuned to the energies around you, and to follow the subtle signs that life places in your path. It's as if the universe has etched a secret treasure map into your palm, one that's waiting for you to discover its hidden wisdom. Will you listen to its whispers and let it guide your journey? Number 5. Healing abilities. Healing, in many forms, is a rare and profound gift, and if you possess the letter M on your palm, you may be among those with a natural ability to heal both physically and emotionally. In the ancient practice of palmistry, which has been studied for thousands of years, the lines on your hand are believed to reflect hidden talents and potential destinies. The letter M, in particular, stands out as one of the most significant symbols. It's not just a collection of random lines, but a profound marker of unique abilities, especially when it comes to offering comfort and healing. Those with the letter M are often seen as having a deep well of compassion and understanding, a natural inclination toward easing the pain of others, and the power to heal in ways that go far beyond the physical. Healing here doesn't merely refer to physical ailments. The power of healing that the M symbol represents is far-reaching, touching the emotional, mental, and even spiritual aspects of life. People with this mark on their hand are often drawn to professions that involve nurturing and caring for others, whether in healthcare, counseling, education, or social advocacy. These individuals have an intuitive ability to connect with the pain and suffering of others, offering comfort where it is needed most. In modern life, where stress and anxiety seem to be ever present, this ability to provide emotional support is invaluable. Just as the Buddha said, if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. The healing ability symbolized by the M is not only about caring for others, but also about ensuring your own well-being as you serve as a support system for those around you. The presence of the M often signifies more than just compassion. It points to resilience, an inner strength that allows you to carry the weight of others' suffering without being overwhelmed. People with this mark are the calm amidst life's storms, providing a sense of peace and stability in challenging times. Whether it's a friend in crisis, a colleague under pressure, or even the global challenges of environmental degradation or social injustice, those with the M frequently find themselves at the forefront of efforts to alleviate suffering. Their empathy extends not only to people, but also to animals and the natural world, often leading them to fight for causes like animal rights or environmental preservation. As Thich Nhat Hanh, the revered Zen master, once said, "Compassion is a verb. It's a call to action, to use your gifts to heal the world in ways big and small." However, having the letter M on your palm doesn't mean you're destined to become a doctor or a professional healer. Rather, it reflects your potential, your inclination toward healing, and how you choose to express it in your life. You might be the person friends turn to in times of need, the one who always seems to have the right words to offer comfort or perspective. Maybe you're a parent whose presence alone can soothe a child's fears, or a leader who inspires and empowers their team to overcome challenges. Healing, in this sense, can be as simple as offering a listening ear or creating a safe space for someone to express their emotions. As the Dalai Lama wisely reminds us, love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. If you have the M on your palm, see it as a gentle reminder from the universe that you have a unique role to play. It's a sign that you possess a rare strength and a calling to bring healing to the world around you, not just in obvious ways, but in every small interaction. Your words, your presence, and your actions all carry the power to uplift others and transform suffering into peace. Whether you're aware of it or not, people may already see you as a source of comfort, a beacon of hope in difficult times. But remember, this gift is not just about others, it's also about healing yourself. You can only give from a place of fullness, so take time to nurture your own spirit, finding balance between serving others and caring for your own needs. Take a moment to glance at your palm. Do you see the letter M etched in its lines? If so, embrace this symbol as a sign of your inner gifts, your potential to heal, and your ability to bring light into the world. It's not just about the physical lines on your hand, it's about the journey of healing, of yourself and others, that lies ahead. Use this gift wisely, for the true essence of healing is in the ongoing process of love, compassion, and growth. Just as the Buddha taught, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Karma and the law of cause and effect, Buddhist wisdom for a peaceful life. In Buddhism, karma and cause and effect, known as the law of cause and effect, are two fundamental concepts that explain the relationship between human actions and their outcomes. Karma refers to actions, encompassing actions through the body, behavior, speech, words, and mind, thoughts. Every action a person takes creates karma, and this karma leads to corresponding consequences, what Buddhism refers to as fruits or results. 1. The law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect, or karma, is a fundamental principle that operates in every aspect of our lives. It teaches us that every action we take, whether it is a thought, a word, or a deed, creates a ripple that eventually returns to us. This is not a rule set by some external authority or divine figure, but a natural law of the universe. Much like gravity, it functions whether we are aware of it or not. When we understand this, we start to realize that our lives are shaped by the energy we put into the world. The simple truth is that good actions, those motivated by kindness, compassion, and wisdom, will lead to positive outcomes. Conversely, actions fueled by anger, greed, or ignorance bring suffering and hardship into our lives. As the Buddha himself said, "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." This deep connection between our inner world and the outer reality underscores the immense power we hold over our destiny. A powerful metaphor often used to explain this law is the image of planting a tree. When we sow seeds of compassion, understanding, and love, we nurture a tree that will bear the fruits of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Just like a tree takes time to grow, the positive outcomes of our good actions may not be immediate, but they are inevitable. Patience and perseverance are key. On the other hand, if we plant seeds of hatred, resentment, or selfishness, we cannot expect to enjoy the sweetness of life. Instead, we will harvest the bitter fruits of conflict, unhappiness, and despair. This is a direct reflection of the choices we make. The universe, in its fairness, gives us what we ask for through our actions, whether we are conscious of this or not. In today's fast-paced world, we often overlook this profound law because we expect instant results. We want success, happiness, and peace immediately, without realizing that the quality of these outcomes depends on the effort and energy we invest in them. If we reflect on our daily interactions, how we treat the people around us, how we handle challenges, and even the thoughts we cultivate in our minds, we can trace a direct line to the quality of our lives. Modern life might tempt us to believe that external factors like wealth, status, or power are the keys to happiness. Yet, the law of cause and effect teaches us that true well-being is rooted in how we live our lives on a deeper, more ethical level. As the Dhammapada reminds us, happiness follows the doer of good as closely as his shadow. The wisdom of karma empowers us to take responsibility for our lives. If we wish to live in peace and prosperity, we must first embody those qualities in our actions. Imagine a garden. A wise gardener knows that to cultivate beauty, they must tend to their plants with care, watering them, giving them sunlight, and removing weeds. In the same way, we must nourish the garden of our minds and hearts by practicing generosity, patience, and mindfulness. It is through these consistent acts of goodness that we shape a future full of joy and contentment. In contrast, if we neglect our inner garden, allowing negative emotions and harmful behaviors to grow unchecked, we will inevitably find ourselves surrounded by chaos and suffering. In practical terms, this means being mindful of the causes we set in motion each day. Small acts of kindness, like offering a helping hand or simply listening to someone in need, have a far-reaching impact. These actions, though seemingly insignificant in the moment, create positive energy that returns to us in unexpected ways. The ripple effect of our choices, both good and bad, is far greater than we often realize. In this way, the law of cause and effect is a call to conscious living, encouraging us to align our actions with our values and to treat others with the same kindness we wish to receive. As the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Our own life is the instrument with which we experiment with truth." Understanding karma is not about fearing punishment or hoping for reward. It is about recognizing that our lives are interconnected and our actions shape the world around us. In every moment, we are creating the future through the seeds we plant today. Thus, the choice is always ours. We can sow seeds of love, compassion, and understanding, or we can plant seeds of anger, greed, and division. The harvest will come, and it will reflect the causes we have sown. 2. Karma created through 3 doors: body, speech, and mind. Karma is a concept often misunderstood as mere luck or fate, but in reality it is much more profound, reflecting the law of cause and effect that governs our lives. In Buddhism, karma is the result of our actions, and it can be created through three doors: our body, our speech, and our mind. Each of these doors is like a pathway through which we either bring good or harm into the world, depending on the choices we make. Think about body karma. It's the physical actions we take every day. When you use your body to help others, to offer a hand to someone in need, or simply to refrain from harming others, you are creating positive karma. On the other hand, violent or harmful actions can lead to negative consequences, not only for others but for your own well-being. It's like planting seeds. If you plant a seed of kindness with your actions, you'll likely harvest kindness in return. Then there's speech karma. Have you ever noticed how words can uplift someone's spirit or deeply wound them? Speech karma reminds us that what we say carries energy. Whether you're offering comforting words or engaging in hurtful gossip, your speech has the power to heal or harm. The Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." So when you speak, ask yourself, are your words healing or are they sowing discord? Every time we open our mouths, we have the chance to create good karma by speaking truthfully, kindly, and thoughtfully. Lastly, we come to mind karma, which is perhaps the most subtle but also the most powerful. Your thoughts are the source of your intentions, and your intentions shape your actions. If your mind is full of negative, harmful thoughts, like jealousy, anger, or greed, you're likely to act on those feelings, leading to suffering. But if your mind is filled with compassion, love, and understanding, you'll create happiness not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. The mind is like a garden. What you plant is what will grow. If you nurture it with positive thoughts, it will bloom with peace and joy. Let me share with you a story that illustrates this perfectly. Once, the Buddha encountered a man filled with anger and hatred. The man insulted the Buddha, trying to provoke him. But instead of responding with anger, the Buddha remained calm. He said, "If someone gives you a gift, but you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man was puzzled and replied, "It belongs to the giver." The Buddha smiled and said, "In the same way, if I do not accept your insults, they remain yours." This story teaches us that even when others act negatively, we can choose not to create more negative karma. Our thoughts and actions are in our control, and that control is a powerful source of peace. Now, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Through which door are you creating karma today? Body, speech, or mind? Are your actions bringing harmony or harm? Are your words lifting others up or bringing them down? What kind of seeds are you planting in the garden of your mind? The beautiful thing about karma is that it reminds us we have the power to shape our destiny. Each decision we make, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture of our life. The lesson is simple yet profound. Be mindful. By being aware of our thoughts, words, and actions, we can make conscious choices that lead to a life of peace and happiness, both for ourselves and others. The law of karma shows us that we are not powerless in the face of life's challenges. Instead, we are the creators of our reality, sculpting it with every thought, every word, and every deed. So ask yourself, what kind of life are you creating today? If you've watched this far, you're already taking the first steps toward understanding the powerful impact of karma and the law of cause and effect in creating a peaceful life. Comment below with "peaceful path" to affirm your commitment to living with greater mindfulness and intention. Don't go anywhere. We have more wisdom to share that will help you align your actions with your deeper purpose. Stay until the end to uncover the insights that can lead to lasting inner peace and harmony. 3. Karma affects not only the present, but also the future. In Buddhism, The concept of karma is deeply intertwined with the law of cause and effect, shaping not only the life you are living right now, but also the countless lives that stretch before and behind you. Karma is not something that belongs to the past or the present alone. It reaches across lifetimes, affecting the way your future unfolds. This idea that your actions, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, have lasting ripples is key to understanding how karma functions in the broader cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, known as samsara. As the Buddha once said, "What we are today comes from our thoughts of yesterday, and our present thoughts build our life of tomorrow. Our life is the creation of our mind." In other words, the seeds you plant today, in your actions and intentions, will eventually bear fruit in this life or the next. Imagine this. When you do good deeds, acts of kindness, and cultivate compassion in your heart, you are essentially planting seeds of good karma. You might not see the flowers bloom immediately, but rest assured, these seeds will grow and blossom, perhaps not in this life, but in lifetimes to come. And the beauty of it is that even though you might not experience the full rewards of your good actions right now, they will manifest when the conditions are right, maybe even in ways you can't yet imagine. Just like a tree that takes time to grow but eventually bears fruit, karma works on its own timeline, beyond what we see in the here and now. Think about the ways you are shaping your future with the actions you take today. How does this understanding influence the choices you make daily? On the flip side, wrongful actions, whether born from anger, greed, or ignorance, create negative karma, and these actions also have long-lasting consequences. You might feel like you got away with something or that no harm came from a selfish or harmful choice, but karma is patient. As the Dhammapada wisely tells us, an evil deed, like newly drawn milk, does not turn sour at once. It follows a fool, smoldering like fire covered by ashes. This means that while you might not face the effects of your harmful actions immediately, those consequences will come, whether in this life or in the next. The universe holds us accountable for every action, and karma ensures balance, even if it takes time for that balance to be restored. Now, this understanding of karma isn't meant to instill fear. Rather, it's a powerful reminder that we have the ability to shape our destiny through mindful, intentional living. Karma teaches us that we are not victims of circumstance, but creators of our future through the choices we make today. With every thought, word, and action, we are writing the script of our future lives. Does this perspective change the way you view the events in your life? Could the challenges you face be a result of past karma, and how can you create better karma moving forward? In essence, karma is the ultimate teacher of responsibility. It encourages us to be conscious of the energy we send out into the world because, eventually, that energy returns to us. Just as a farmer carefully tends to their crops, knowing that their harvest depends on the seeds they plant and the care they provide, we too must tend to our actions with awareness and care. What seeds are you planting today, and how might they shape the landscape of your future? Let this be a call to live with intention, kindness, and compassion, knowing that while the effects may not always be immediate, they are inevitable. Every moment is an opportunity to create positive karma and build a brighter future, not only for yourself, but for all beings. So, what kind of future are you creating today? 4. Personal responsibility and the freedom of choice. In Buddhism, the principle of personal responsibility is deeply connected to the understanding of karma, often referred to as the law of cause and effect. This teaching emphasizes that we are each the architects of our own destiny through the karma we create. Every thought, word, and action we engage in leaves a mark, shaping the conditions of our future. This might sound heavy, but it's actually liberating. This understanding of karma reminds us that we hold the power to shape our lives and influence the world around us. While no one else can bear the consequences of your karma, the beauty lies in the fact that no one can dictate it either. Your actions are yours alone, and they ripple out into the world, creating the circumstances you experience now and in the future. Although karma reflects the accumulation of our past actions, it doesn't mean we are prisoners of the past. Every moment is an opportunity to make new choices and shift the course of our lives. In fact, it is in the present moment where true power resides. As you go through life, the awareness of your past mistakes or misdeeds can feel burdensome, but here's the truth. You have the freedom to transform your karma. It's not a fixed sentence. Just as a tree grows toward the light, you too can reach toward higher states of being by practicing mindfulness and cultivating positive actions. The present is an invitation to correct your path by making conscious decisions that align with wisdom and compassion. In the words of the Dalai Lama, just as a flower cannot blossom without sunshine, man cannot live without love. Acts of kindness, generosity, and integrity are the sunshine that nurtures the seeds of good karma. One of the greatest gifts Buddhism offers is this idea of freedom in the present moment. We are not bound by our past actions forever. Even if your past karma has brought difficulties or challenges, these are not life sentences, but opportunities for growth. This is why personal responsibility is so important. Every small act of goodness you perform today, whether it's showing patience, offering a helping hand, or simply being more mindful of your thoughts, can start to cleanse the negative karma of the past. Through consistent effort and intentional living, you begin to shift the flow of your karma. Buddha once said, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This shows how our inner world of thoughts and emotions plays a critical role in shaping our external reality. It's a reminder that while we can't change the past, we can always influence the future. In modern life, this understanding of karma and responsibility can be applied to how we navigate relationships, careers, and even personal growth. The decisions we make, how we treat others, how we approach challenges, and how we manage our inner dialogue all feed into the karma we create for tomorrow. Many people, especially men between the ages of 30 and 65, often find themselves at crossroads, questioning their past decisions and wondering about the future. Whether it's career choices, relationships, or personal well-being, there may be regrets or unfulfilled aspirations. But Buddhism teaches that it's never too late to take control of your karma. You have the freedom to redefine your path at any moment. The key is to embrace your role as the master of your own fate, understanding that every small effort towards goodness can create profound change over time. So, in embracing personal responsibility and the freedom of choice, we learn that life is not about punishment or reward, but about balance and growth. Your karma is not a sentence handed down by some external force. It is the result of your actions, and it is within your power to shape. By living more mindfully, cultivating compassion, and committing to ethical behavior, you begin to harmonize with the natural flow of the universe, creating not just a better life for yourself, but contributing positively to the world. As the Zen proverb wisely says, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This readiness is about taking responsibility for your life, knowing that change is always within reach, and that the choices you make today will shape your tomorrow. 5. Karma and liberation. At the heart of Buddhism lies the understanding that our actions, whether through thought, word, or deed, create ripples that extend beyond this moment, shaping both our present life and future ones. This is the essence of karma, the law of cause and effect. Simply put, every action has a consequence, but this teaching is not meant to intimidate or restrict us. Rather, it offers us a path toward freedom. It shows us that we have the power to transform our lives and ultimately to achieve liberation from the cycle of birth and death, also known as samsara. And what is this liberation? It is nirvana, the ultimate state of freedom, where suffering ceases, and we no longer create karma that binds us to endless rebirth. As we walk this path, the key to liberation lies in cultivating wisdom and compassion. These are not abstract concepts, but real qualities that can shape our daily lives. How often do we pause and reflect on our actions, our thoughts, or even our intentions? Wisdom teaches us to see clearly that life is fleeting, that attachments to our ego and worldly desires only bring suffering. Compassion, on the other hand, urges us to act with kindness, not only toward others but toward ourselves. Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." This spiritual life involves doing good, avoiding wrongdoing, and purifying the mind. But how do we purify the mind in such a complex world, filled with distractions and temptations? The answer lies in mindfulness, being fully present, aware of our thoughts and actions, and how they impact ourselves and those around us. When we deeply understand that every action leaves an imprint, we begin to live differently. We no longer take things for granted or act on impulse. Instead, we strive to live a life that creates good karma. Imagine a life where your every action, whether big or small, contributes to the well-being of others and yourself. This doesn't mean perfection, but a sincere effort to act with integrity. As the Buddha said, an insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. The friends we choose, the environments we live in, and the habits we nurture all contribute to the karma we create. Are we surrounding ourselves with influences that help us grow, or ones that lead us into negativity? But here's something deeper to reflect on. Liberation isn't about escaping from life or avoiding responsibility. Instead, it's about freeing ourselves from the illusions that keep us bound to suffering. It's about letting go of attachments, not just to material things, but to our own ego, our need to control, and our endless desires. How often do we chase after things, success, validation, possessions, thinking they will bring us lasting happiness? And yet, time and again, we find ourselves feeling unfulfilled. The law of karma teaches us that true happiness doesn't come from what we acquire, but from what we let go. In this way, liberation is a process of unlearning, of peeling away the layers of illusion to discover our true nature, which is already free and at peace. So let me ask you, in what ways are you creating karma right now? Are your actions leading you toward peace and freedom, or deeper into attachment and suffering? What changes can you make in your life, however small, that will help you align more closely with the path of wisdom and compassion? Remember, liberation is not a distant goal, but something we work toward in each moment, with every mindful choice we make. The Buddha's path is one of effort, but also of hope. As the Dhammapada says, "As an elephant in the battlefield withstands arrows shot from bows all around, even so shall I endure the abuse of others." This endurance, this resilience, is what will carry us through, step by step, to the ultimate liberation of nirvana. By watching this far, you've already begun exploring how karma shapes your life and how the law of cause and effect can lead to lasting peace. Type karma clarity in the comments to show you're ready to embrace this wisdom in your daily actions. Stay tuned. We're diving deeper into how these teachings can transform your relationships, mindset, and sense of well-being. Number 6. Methods to transform karma. To understand and transform karma, Buddhism offers several timeless methods that can be applied to modern life, helping us break free from the cycles of negative karma and build a path toward peace and fulfillment. 1. Repentance. Repentance is a powerful and transformative practice in Buddhism, offering us a chance to reflect deeply on our past actions, acknowledge our mistakes, and make a sincere vow to change for the better. In our lives, we are all bound to make mistakes, but rather than allowing guilt or shame to consume us, the practice of repentance opens a path to healing and transformation. It is not just about saying sorry, but rather it's an honest and heartfelt recognition of the ways in which we have caused harm, whether to ourselves or to others, and a deep commitment to avoid repeating these actions. In the words of the Buddha, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." This reflects the essence of repentance. The responsibility lies within us, and only by taking that responsibility can we begin to transform our karma. The ritual of repentance involves a mindful reflection on one's actions and their consequences. This is not a mere intellectual exercise, but a practice of deeply engaging with the emotional and spiritual consequences of our behaviors. In modern life, we are often too distracted by the fast pace of our daily responsibilities, and we can easily ignore the deeper impact of our actions. We live in a world of instant gratification, where it's easy to react impulsively or out of habit without considering the long-term effects on ourselves, our loved ones, or our environment. Repentance helps us slow down, look within, and reconnect with our inner values. As the saying goes, the past cannot be changed, but the future is in your hands. Acknowledging past mistakes is the first step, but the real transformation comes when we take conscious steps to act differently moving forward. For many, repentance might seem like a sign of weakness or an admission of failure, but in reality, it is one of the strongest steps we can take on our spiritual journey. It takes courage to look at oneself honestly and recognize where we have gone astray. In fact, the Buddha often spoke of how our minds are like a garden, and our actions are the seeds we plant. When we sow seeds of anger, greed, or ignorance, we will eventually harvest suffering. But through repentance, we remove the weeds of harmful karma and plant new seeds of kindness, generosity, and wisdom. This metaphor illustrates the power of repentance, not just as a ritual, but as a dynamic process of uprooting negative habits and tendencies and nurturing the conditions for positive change. When we make the vow not to repeat harmful actions, we are also affirming our commitment to live in a way that is aligned with the principles of compassion, mindfulness, and non-harming. In today's world, where aggression and self-interest often dominate, making such a vow is a radical and transformative act. It is an expression of our deeper intention to live a life that contributes to the well-being of others, not just ourselves. For men in the age range of 30 to 65, this practice is especially significant. This is often a period in life when we reflect on the choices we've made, the relationships we've built, and the legacy we are creating. It's a time when we begin to see the ripple effects of our actions, both good and bad, on our families, communities, and even in our careers. Perhaps we regret not spending enough time with loved ones, or maybe we've acted out of selfishness in certain situations. The act of repentance allows us to clear the emotional and spiritual clutter, making room for deeper connections and more meaningful contributions. It encourages us to take a step back and ask, am I living in alignment with my highest values? What changes can I make to live more authentically and compassionately? Furthermore, Repentance is not just about transforming bad karma. It's also about cultivating forgiveness for both others and ourselves. In modern life, where stress and conflict are common, holding on to grudges or self-blame only adds to our suffering. Repentance allows us to let go of the burdens we carry and move forward with a lighter heart. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, "To be beautiful means to be yourself." You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. This acceptance is key to transforming karma. By acknowledging our mistakes without harsh self-judgment, we create the conditions for growth and healing rather than being stuck in cycles of guilt or blame. In conclusion, repentance is a profound practice that invites us to face our imperfections with honesty and compassion. It's not about perfection or erasing our past, but about learning, evolving, and committing to a path of greater awareness and kindness. Whether through a formal ritual or through simple daily reflection, the act of repentance helps us clear the way for new possibilities. It gives us the strength to face ourselves, the wisdom to change, and the courage to continue walking the path. 2. Accumulating merit. When we think about transforming karma, one of the most powerful and accessible methods is the accumulation of merit. But what exactly does this mean, and how can it truly change our lives? At its core, merit refers to the positive energy or karmic fruits that come from doing good deeds, acting with compassion, and living in a way that benefits others. It's about planting seeds of kindness, generosity, and wisdom, which can ultimately neutralize or transform the negative karma we may carry from the past. In Buddhism, karma is not a punishment system, but rather a reflection of cause and effect. Our actions in the past shape our present, and our actions in the present will shape our future. If we're looking to change the course of our lives, it's crucial to focus on creating positive causes today, and that's where accumulating merit comes in. But how do we begin? How do we actively engage in this process of transforming our karma through merit? One of the first and most straightforward ways to accumulate merit is through good deeds. Every small act of kindness we offer to others, whether it's as simple as a smile, lending a helping hand, or even offering our time to someone in need, has the potential to create ripples of positive energy in the world. These acts may seem insignificant, but remember that even the smallest of actions can have a profound impact. As the Buddha said, "Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened." Happiness never decreases by being shared. When we share our goodness with others, we're not only uplifting them, but also purifying our own karma and fostering a greater sense of interconnectedness. But doing good deeds isn't just about external actions. It's also about the intentions behind them. True merit arises when our actions come from a place of genuine care and compassion. Are you helping someone because you truly want to alleviate their suffering, or are you doing it out of obligation or for recognition? If your heart is in the right place, the merit you generate will be far more powerful. This is why cultivating a compassionate mindset is essential to transforming karma. Compassion allows us to see beyond our own desires and concerns, helping us to recognize the shared humanity in others. It's the foundation of the Bodhisattva path, the vow to work for the liberation of all beings, which is one of the highest forms of merit accumulation. How often do you pause to consider the motivations behind your actions? What would happen if you approached every interaction with a heart full of compassion? In addition to compassion, wisdom plays a vital role in accumulating merit. Wisdom, in the Buddhist sense, means seeing reality as it truly is, beyond our ego-driven perceptions and attachments. It's understanding the impermanent and interconnected nature of life. When we cultivate wisdom, We learn to let go of our grasping and clinging, which are often the root causes of suffering and negative karma. Acts that stem from wisdom, such as practicing mindfulness, deepening our understanding of the Dharma, or making decisions that are in alignment with the truth, carry profound karmic benefits. The Buddha once said, "Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, wise people remain unshaken by praise or blame." Wisdom stabilizes us in the face of life's ups and downs, allowing us to act from a place of clarity and peace, rather than from fear or desire. How often do you reflect on the impermanence of life, and how does this understanding influence the choices you make? Another powerful way to accumulate merit is through generosity. This doesn't just mean giving money or material things, although that can be a part of it. True generosity comes from a heart that is open and willing to share, whether it's offering your time, your energy, or even your knowledge. In many ways, teaching others or sharing what you've learned on your spiritual journey is one of the greatest gifts you can give. The Buddha said, "The gift of Dharma excels all other gifts." When you help someone understand a truth that leads them toward greater happiness and freedom, you are creating immeasurable merit. Think about the last time you gave without expecting anything in return. How did that feel? What if you approached every day with the intention of being as generous as possible, not just with your possessions, but with your presence and your wisdom? It's important to understand that accumulating merit is not a one-time act or something we do only when it's convenient. It's a lifelong practice that requires consistency, mindfulness, and dedication. Every day presents us with countless opportunities to generate positive karma, whether it's through our words, actions, or thoughts. By making merit accumulation a central part of our lives, we create a reservoir of positive energy that not only transforms our own karma, but also influences the world around us in meaningful ways. In this way, the process of accumulating merit becomes a powerful form of spiritual practice, one that leads us toward greater peace, happiness, and ultimately, liberation. The journey of transforming karma through merit is one of continual growth and reflection. It's about asking ourselves the difficult questions. How can I be more kind today? How can I act with greater wisdom and compassion? What can I do to benefit others, even in small ways? These questions keep us grounded and focused on the path, helping us to stay mindful of the impact our actions have on ourselves and the world. As the Dalai Lama once said, "Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them." How will you accumulate merit today? How will you contribute to the collective well-being of all beings, knowing that each step you take on this path brings you closer to transforming not only your karma, but the karma of the world around you? 3. Meditation and practice. Meditation is a profound tool that allows us to transform our karma and reshape our lives. It is more than a moment of stillness or relaxation. It is a way to connect deeply with ourselves, our intentions, and the energies we send out into the world. Through meditation, we become conscious of our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, gaining the ability to observe and then influence them positively. By consistently practicing meditation, we can break free from the patterns that generate negative karma and instead cultivate habits that create good karma, aligning our actions with peace, compassion, and wisdom. As we quiet the mind and allow ourselves to enter a state of mindfulness, we recognize the subtle but powerful impact of every thought and action. Buddha taught, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create." This timeless wisdom reminds us that our thoughts are the seeds of our karma. When we meditate, we become gardeners of our inner world, carefully selecting the seeds we wish to plant. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to overlook the significance of our thoughts, often allowing them to run wild or remain unchecked. But meditation acts as a filter, a process of refining the mind and heart. In this refined state, we become more aware of the causes and conditions we set in motion, leading to more intentional, harmonious living. Imagine the freedom that comes from realizing that our destiny is not fixed, but can be molded through conscious effort and awareness. We are not victims of our past actions, but empowered creators of our future. Through meditation, we gain this insight and develop the discipline needed to act from a place of compassion and wisdom rather than reaction or impulse. In this way, meditation becomes not only a tool for personal peace, but a method for creating ripples of positive karma that affect our relationships, our work, and even society as a whole. Practicing meditation with consistency is like honing a craft. Initially, it may feel challenging to quiet the mind or to sit with discomfort. But over time, we become adept at watching our thoughts without attachment, understanding that they are temporary and malleable. The more we practice, the more we strengthen the muscles of mindfulness and compassion, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with equanimity and grace. A famous Buddhist saying states, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This means that external circumstances, no matter how favorable or unfavorable, cannot dictate the peace we experience within. It is only through inner mastery, achieved through meditation and mindful practice, that we can find true serenity and create the conditions for good karma. In the modern age, where distractions are constant, meditation provides an essential refuge. It helps us reclaim our attention and direct it toward what truly matters: our mental and emotional well-being, our connections with others, and the positive contributions we make to the world. For men in particular, who may feel the pressures of providing, achieving, and fulfilling roles within their families and communities, meditation offers a path to balance and fulfillment. It reminds us that true strength comes not from controlling external circumstances, but from mastering the self. When we meditate, we train ourselves to approach life with mindfulness, patience, and clarity, cultivating an inner strength that allows us to navigate difficulties with wisdom and compassion rather than frustration or anger. This shift in behavior naturally generates good karma, as our actions become aligned with kindness and understanding. Moreover, the practice of meditation teaches us to let go of attachment and ego. Often we act out of a desire to protect our sense of self, to defend our opinions, or to secure our place in the world. But these actions, driven by ego, tend to generate negative karma, as they are rooted in fear, greed, or pride. When we meditate, we see through the illusion of the ego, understanding that it is not a fixed entity, but a construct of the mind. We begin to act from a place of humility and interconnectedness, recognizing that our well-being is tied to the well-being of others. This shift in perspective allows us to naturally create good karma as we engage with the world from a place of empathy, service, and love. In conclusion, meditation is not merely a practice for relaxation. It is a powerful method for transforming karma and cultivating a life of peace, wisdom, and compassion. By meditating regularly, we develop the awareness needed to shift our thoughts and actions in ways that generate positive karma. We become the architects of our destiny, shaping our future through mindfulness, kindness, and intentional living. In a world that often feels chaotic, meditation grounds us in the present moment, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with grace and insight. It empowers us to break free from the cycles of negative karma and build a life rooted in compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the deeper meaning of the letter M on your palm. As we've uncovered today, this mysterious mark can symbolize profound connections to your past lives, natural leadership abilities, karmic lessons, heightened intuition, and even healing powers. By understanding these symbols, we can embrace the wisdom they offer and use it to guide our life's path. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Journey of Wisdom. And make sure to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos, where we continue to explore the wonders of Buddhist teachings and Zen stories that inspire personal growth and peace. Thank you again for being with us. Until next time, may your journey be filled with wisdom and inner peace.